Last Wednesday, I noticed my cat was acting a bit odd. Shelley was never the kind of cat who would hide, and is probably the only cat on the planet who absolutely abhors boxes of any sort. Never once had she pulled a disappearing act. But last Wednesday, Shelley simply vanished. I looked everywhere for her. When I finally found her, she was behind the couch, stuffed into a box the size of a microwave. When I pulled the unsecure flaps back, Shelley's head popped through the gap. She glanced at me, and, with a haughty meow, uncoiled herself from her cardboard prison and jumped onto the back of the couch. It was weird, and more than a tad unsettling. I didn't sleep so well that night. The next day, Shelley was missing again. This time, I found her curled up in the box that the new toaster oven had come in. That night, I woke up at 3 in the morning with the lingering sensation that somebody had been in the room. The following days played out much the same way. Shelley would disappear during the day, only to turn up in one of the many boxes that were laying about the house. My nights were spent tossing and turning, and I found myself unable to shake the feeling that I was being watched. Yesterday, after finding Shelley in yet another box, the service people came with the new refrigerator. I told them to leave the rather large box in the front hallway, and that I would put it out for the garbage truck the next day. Sometime in the night, I woke up to a shuffling sound in my room. Sitting up, I noticed that I was no longer alone. The thing in the corner of the room was shaped kind of like a person, but its arms were a little too long, its head a little too big. Hell if I know what it was, but it definitely wasn't human. With a scream not befitting a large adult male, I jumped out of my bed and raced out into the hallway. As I descended the stairs, at breakneck speed, I heard the thing shift behind me, and realized that I wouldn't have enough time to undo the deadbolts on the door before it got to me. My only option, then, was to hide. Barely thinking, I dove into the refrigerator box by the door and pulled the flap shut. Shaking, I sank down into a crouch, hiding my breath as I stared fearfully into the darkness around me. I nearly gave away my cover when something brushed against my leg. As 2 glowing eyes peered up at me, I felt some semblance of relief. It was only Shelley. Stupid, hiding Shelley. But then, my world came crashing down again as my cat opened her mouth and whispered into the darkness.
Don't worry, we're safe. They never think to look in the boxes.